Okay, I'm going to share one more thing with you, which is people often say, how do you get clients? Well, we've identified 4 key areas where you most easily get clients. Now, if you have a context already where you can easily get clients, do that. Don't follow what we're saying. But if you're coming into the coaching world and you're going, I haven't got a clue, these are the 4 best ways to get clients, very, very simply. We call it our SNAP strategies. In terms of actual priority, it should be it should be punsa, but it doesn't, you know, like roll off the tongue so nicely, does it? Punsa. So it stands for speaking, networking, advertising, personal contacts and referrals. And when you first start as a coach, there's absolutely no question at all that this is where you want to start. Who do you already know? Make a list of everybody in your life, or think about who you've done work for in the past. You contact them. You know, one of the simple bits of advice I give to people is write an email to 5 people, but a very genuine email, not a mass email. A genuine email says, hey John, it's been about 3 years since we've seen each other. I remember last time we spoke, this was happening for you. Right now I am training to be a coach, or right now I've qualified as a coach, or right now I've been a coach for 5 years or whatever. I'm trying to grow my practice as a coach. I'm curious if you would be interested in having a chat about anything that's going on in your life that you might be interested in, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm curious if you know people who might be interested in coaching or something, and you just send out 5 of those emails. You'd be amazed at what the response is when you're just very authentic and honest. And you're not saying, here's an interesting one. What people tend to do is they go into marketing mode. And so they suddenly send this email that says, hey John, it's been 3 years since we last saw. I'm currently a coach, and I'm doing a special offer package right now that says that when you join me today, you get ... John doesn't care. He wants to reconnect with you as a human being, and then you can talk about coaching, right? So you've got to start treating business as a human activity. So after personal contacts, the next one is really networking. Get out there, start meeting new people. Where can you go that you can meet people? And that could be formal networking like the BNI groups, or it could be Athena networking, or any of these groups, or it could be social networking, as in you go to a conference, or you go to a place where the people just gather to chat about life or whatever it might be. You just meet people. Third most important is speaking. If you can find ways to speak in front of audiences, you'll be amazed at how many times you'll get clients. We had a lady recently called Sarah Reitman who qualified with us probably about 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago, and she was amazing because she's very nervous, and initially she said, I don't know how I'm going to get clients, but I've got an ambition to get 10 paying clients. So she came to a little evening workshop I did on how to do sales consultations for your clients, and I said to her, Sarah, what you need to do is you need to go to Mothercare. I think she's based in Essex somewhere. I said, you need to go to Mothercare and say, could I run 3 evenings doing talks for your customers, and you open especially for me, so I'll do the talk and then people will buy stuff afterwards. And she was like, they won't do that. I said, just try, ask. So she went to Mothercare. She asked them, could she do a talk on looking after yourself as a mum after birth? They said yes. She ended up doing 3 talks at Mothercare and got about 6 clients like that. So simple. When you speak in front of groups, magic things happen. It's amazing. The last one is advertising. I say it's last because you need to be good at it. So many of you will have come here today because you clicked on a Google AdWord that we did on Google. Great. You might have clicked on a Facebook ad. We've become pretty good at it, but it's very easy to splurge a lot of money in advertising and get no results. So you need to be careful not to go here first. You really want to go to these kind of first 3. Snap is the easiest way to get clients. We definitely think that's the way to go, unless you've got a context in which you can get clients straight away. I'm doing some videos at the moment, which is very frustrating for me because I don't like talking to camera. I mean, I don't mind it when I'm talking to you guys and there's a camera there, but like literally just talking to a phone is a very deadening experience, but I'm doing my best. And I was trying to explain to the camera what a business system basically is, and it's this. There's you, the supplier, and you do a lot of stuff. So you're a coach and you do stuff. It might be wellness coaching, it might be whatever it is, and you're doing this moving hand is you doing stuff. And over here, there's a person who has a need. And they're sort of looking around for this thing, right? But the problem is these two don't know each other yet. What I need is like socks on my hands, don't I? So this person's got something he does, and this person's got something he needs, but these guys aren't talking to each other. So the next thing that's needed is a conduit, a road, a pathway that connects the two. That's your job to figure out. However, that's not enough. You've then got to get a message that goes A road is just a road. You've then got to send a car down it. The car is your message. Who am I as a coach? How am I different? What's unique about me? What do I say that might inspire you or bore you, whichever the result is? That's that. Finally, there's got to, and this is the bit that a lot of coaches miss, there's got to be a sales process. Simply getting a message down means nothing if you don't have a point where you go, hey Gabor, shall we do the work together? If you don't say, hey Gabor, shall we do the work together? You don't get Gabor's business. So those are the main components. You, the provider, them, the consumer, the road that connects the two of you, the message that goes down it, and the selling process that means that that person buys what you're doing. Like that. So in the corporate space, there are companies that do precisely that. So they're essentially outsourcing companies. So if you're working as an executive coach, you might definitely sign up on somebody's books and they would say, hey, we've got a great space for you to do your work. And then they would obviously take a chunk of that fee and you'll take a chunk of the fee. So one of the big HR, typically HR outsourcers, Pena, P-E-N-A, is one of the big ones. Now, however, in the life coach space, what we're seeing is the growth of directories. We have our own. So if you go to Animas Coach Directory, you'll see some of our own coaches. By the way, this is something we offer entirely for free. So when you qualify as an Animas coach, you get to join the directory if you want to, and we advertise it for free so that when people go to that directory and they find you, we don't take any cut of the money. We're just creating a space for you to show your skills. There's also the Life Coach Directory where you can go to the Life Coach Directory and find a coach there. It was so funny. I remember mentoring a lady who was helping women give birth more easily, more happily. It wasn't hypnobirthing. It was hypnobirthing exists, but it was more about how do you as you go through pregnancy, how do you develop the right mindset that it just becomes okay to have a child and not something to be stressed about and this kind of thing. And she said to me, Nick, I did what you said. I sent out 5 emails. And somebody expressed an interest and I wrote back to her and I've not heard back. I was like, okay, well that happens, but let me ask you, do you have the email that you sent on you? And she went, I do actually. So she gets out this email and the person was somebody who'd been referred by a friend. So the friend has said, hey, my friend is pregnant. I think you could coach her. She reached out to the friend replied. The coach emails that friend, didn't hear back. So I'm like, what did the email say? So she gets to the email. Dear X, it's so great you're interested in being coached on whatever. At the moment, I'm doing a special package in which you get the first coaching session for free. And then after that, it's like, you've gone straight into sales mode. Where's your empathy? Where's the bit that says, hey, I understand this is a really, a challenging time for you or whatever. I've not been pregnant, but whatever that experience is, where's the empathy that says, hey, I get it. What I find a lot of the clients I work with say is ... That's a conversation.
The advantage of having already a referral. So she didn't
Totally. Now I was a little bit cheeky then. I really believe in honesty. But I was a bit cheeky with her because I said, look, try this. Go back home, write to the lady again and say, hey, I'm really sorry. I was away and my PA wrote to you. That's not honest, but my PA wrote to you and I think she went a bit salesy on you. Then go into what you should have said, which is, I know this time must be really challenging for you and it's at the same time exciting. I would love to have a chat with you about how we might work together. When's the best time to speak? Simple. She does exactly that, the lady replies. She went into sales mode. Of course, when somebody emails you and says, you can have the first session for free, of course you're going to ignore it. You've got to figure out in any given business system, you've got to figure out what is the system that gives you the life outcomes you want. Now, if the market doesn't support the financial outcomes, you've got a choice to make. I can't make it for you. You have to make a choice, which is, can I change the marketplace somehow? Can I leverage online or can I do something that enables me to make the money in a different kind of way? Or is it the right marketplace for me? These are just choices we have to make all the time with doing a business.